So for the first exercise, to increase elbow extension, we're going to do prone hangs. So for prone hangs, you're going to have the athlete sit down on the chair at the edge of the table, have their elbow at 90 degrees, and then they're going to start in flexion, full flexion, and then you're going to have them bring their arm into extension slowly and let it hang and hold that for 30 seconds, and then you're going to return to normal in full flexion. And then that's for range of motion, so you can do that every day for 30 seconds, three sets for 30 seconds. And then to increase it for strength, you're just going to do the same thing. Take a weight, start in flexion, and then slowly move into extension and let it hang, and then hold that for 30 seconds. Next exercise, we're going to do passive distraction. I'm going to have the athlete come closer to me a little bit more, have them at 90 degrees while their arm is supine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on the arm, or have them lay their arm against my shoulder for stabilization. And I'm going to pull on the proximal ulna and radius and pull down. Go up and pull down. And then in doing this, this causes an increased range of motion, not only just for extension, but in all the planes. So for the next one, we're just going to do a proximal posterior glide. So what you're going to do is you're going to stabilize their elbow, make sure they're comfortable at like about 70 degrees, and you're going to put your fingers over the proximal radius, and then you're just going to do a posterior push. And this posterior push, or glide, I should say, increases elbow extension. And so you're going to do that for 30 seconds. 3 sets for 30 seconds, and this is going to increase range of motion. So the next exercise to improve range of motion is going to be the sleeper stretch. You're going to have the athlete lay down and support their head. Then you're going to have the athlete put their elbow into 90 degrees, and then you're going to have them use their other hand on top to press down as far as they can, slow in a steady position, steady, constant position. And you're going to have them press down as far as they can until they feel tension. Once they feel tension, they can hold it right there for 30 seconds, and then they'll release and come back. So for range of motion, you're going to do this every day. So hold it for 30 seconds, 3 sets, 30 seconds. You just want to do it until you feel a point of tension. If it becomes any more painful, you want to stop or lighten up on that. For the next exercise, to increase range of motion, we're going to do the towel stretch. Since we don't have a towel, we're just going to improvise and use a body blade. What you're going to have the athlete do is the injured arm, or the involved arm, which would be her left hand in this case, goes right above her hips, behind her back. And the good arm is the one that's doing all the motion, so that's going to be the on top hand. So what she's really going to do is, with the arm on top, pull straight up, and then with her hand behind her back, she's going to pull back. And she's going to do that and hold it for 30 seconds. And you can do 3 sets of 10. Do this every day to increase range of motion and pull out. Okay. So an exercise for to help scapular dyskinesis is going to be ITYs. What you're going to do is you're going to have the athlete put their arms at their sides, straight back, and then lift their arms straight up as far as they can. Hold that for 30 seconds and come back down. Next, you're going to do T's. So you're going to have the athlete bring their arms straight out, go up, and come back down as far as they can. And then Y's, you have them bring their hands right over the head in the Y position, come up as high as they can, come back down. You want to make sure that they're keeping their traps quiet and they're not lifting their entire shoulders and everything off the table. So you want to do 2 sets of 5, and you can do that for scapular dyskinesis, which is also for strengthening. So you can do that 3 days a week. So for the next exercise, what the athlete is going to do is protraction and retraction. We're going to use a weight for strengthening. You're going to have the athlete stand shoulder width apart, feet spread apart, shoulder width apart. Place the weights right in front of them, straight in front of them with their arms straight. and then you're going to have them act like they're punching straight forward, straight, and push. And then that's protraction, and then in retraction you're just going to have them pull straight back and use nothing but their scapular muscles. The back. So then I'm going to come around, and then you're going to do protraction again, just arm straight out and push, and then retraction, you're going to just come straight back. So as if your scapulas are going to touch. You're going to do this for strengthening no more than 3 times a week. You can do 3 sets of 10. So for the last exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to have the side-lying internal external rotation with the weights. You're going to place the pillow under the athlete's involved arm so they'll be comfortable. Place a bolster under their head. So then you're going to have them start at 90 degrees in external rotation, and then you're going to have them bring the weight towards their body and perform internal rotation. Since you're using a weight, that does make it a strengthening task, so you're going to do this no more than 3 times a week, and 3 sets of 10, no more than 3 times a week.